What's up guys? Welcome to another episode of New Projects with Jin-Tae. First of all, Happy New Year, and I'm just in time to talk about Normanton Park in this video that will be opening its doors for preview tomorrow, Saturday the 2nd of January. In this video about Normanton Park, I'll be sharing about the project in a different perspective of what I usually do in my past videos. That is because I've been privileged to be invited by Division Director Alex Goh to give a sharing to his division. So this time, you'll be listening to the sharing of Normanton Park from an agent's perspective. You'll find that there are some differences between how an agent pitches the project and how someone analyzes the project, but still, I assure you, there's going to be lots for you to take away from this video. On the other hand, if you prefer my usual style where I analyze different aspects and things like the SWOT analysis, you can still read about this project in a comprehensive article that I've wrote that you can access in the link in the description or the comment box below. Now, keep watching. Okay guys, hope you have a good break. I'm going to take over now from Alex. Thanks for having me over to present. First of all, give you some history. This is the old Normanton Park. Who been there before? Alex, Jason, is it? And so I guess most of you didn't been there before lah. Okay, so Normanton Park is a very nice project. It went en bloc a couple of years back during the en bloc cycle, 2017-2018. Okay, I don't have the exact date there, but give you some data on en bloc. So en bloc for $830.1 million. Okay, if you translate that to a per plot ratio price, that's about 969 per square feet per plot ratio. Okay, as you saw in the title of the presentation, I'll be sharing you 3 key reasons on why Normanton Park is a project that I think you should bring your buyers here. I'll start off with a bit of the brief information. This is the fact sheet of Normanton Park. You probably also have it in your forefold, which Lao Pan has prepared. He was mentioning about the number of units. So total number of units, 1,862 units. So it's quite a large size development. A key thing here is the TOP date, 2023. So this, for your knowledge, is one of the key selling points to tell your buyers. Because if you know a lot of projects in the market today, the TOP date is still 2024, 2025. So for buyers who don't want to wait so long for new launches, like they always say it's so long, right? Normanton Park is a good project to bring them over to. So this is the first reason why I think Normanton Park should be something that you look at. Location, location, location. Normanton Park is located here. This is District 5. This black portion over here, everybody can see. District 5, it is adjacent to AYE, adjacent to Science Park 1, and also for nature lovers, directly connected to Kent Ridge Park. It's in a convenient location. For driving, you can get to pretty much everywhere in Singapore. Towards the west, you can go to Singapore Polytechnic, NUH, Jurong Lake District within a maximum of 11 minutes. CBD, 11 minutes. And Orchard Road, another popular place, is not stated there, but I'm sure by driving you can get there within 10 minutes as well. Okay, so very convenient location, Normanton Park. For people who take the bus, public transport, right outside here, you direct access to a bus that takes you most places. So even though you may say MRT is not very nearby, actually the bus connectivity here is very, very good. One thing when you pitch to your buyers, especially for investment, you want to make sure that there is a tenant pool. So for tenant pool, location, connectivity towards key business districts is very important. Okay, so Normanton Park is somewhere around here. Over here. Anybody have not heard about the Jurong transformation? Jurong Lake District, second CBD, high-speed rail. I think all of us should be quite familiar lah. Okay, Jurong Innovation District. Greater One North though, how many of you are familiar? Greater One North. Okay, Greater One North is something that's a bit under the radar lah in the last few years. Why? Let me share with you more. And I think Greater One North is the place that will actually impact Normanton Park the most. This entire area you see here is known as the Greater One North. It consists of the One North area here, Science Park 1, Science Park 2, and NUH and NUS. So over here is zone business parks. Okay, business parks. That means you have a lot of IT, like Preston said, a lot of biotech, a lot of those kind of future industries. They're all very, very pops are happening over here lah. So Normanton Park is right on the fringe, right over here. As I said just now, adjacent to Science Park and adjacent to Kent Ridge Park, just over here. Okay, so as you can see, the main tenant cluster, maybe if you can agree with me, would most likely be coming from this Greater One North region. It's so close. Naturally, when people come to Singapore, they always look for places to stay near their workplace. Okay, that's why you see CBD is so hot, because people work in CBD, they rent near CBD. Same thing, people come here to work, they want to rent near to this area. This is Greater One North at a glance. This one page can tell you what is the opportunity at Greater One North. Okay, so 50,000 knowledge workers, blah blah blah, everything you add together, including NUS, NUH, the schools, postgrads, the staffs, you get approximately 100,000 jobs in the entire Greater One North area. 100,000 just for Greater One North. And these are jobs. So all these workers, they naturally need a place to stay. Remember this number, 100,000. Okay, 100,000. Normanton Park, 1,869 units. Okay, so that's about 2%. I don't focus much on the Jurong Lake District and the other side, because then you come up, then there's other projects you can talk about, Park Clematis, West Side Clavon. But here I'm focusing on the Greater One North because it's the closest to Normanton Park. So you get a direction to talk to your clients as well. How many of you invested in tech stocks this year? I'm sure you'll make quite a lot of money lah. So despite the pandemic, everything, so many things not going well, today, despite the COVID situation, US tech stocks are now worth more than the entire European stock market for the first time in history. Singapore, traditional market, usually the banks do very well, but look at this. Tech stock SEA Limited on the Singapore stock market rise more than 4 times. DBS, people always say bank stock, blue chip, very, very safe, pretty much stagnant this year. So what does this tell you? This tells you that tech is a very hot industry, and despite COVID and things like that, it's probably going to get hotter. Okay, so again, I think you probably can guess it, how it goes back to business parks, because a lot of tech industries are going to set up shop there. Some examples that have come in. Shopee, I think when you drive by, maybe you have already seen Shopee has already opened its new HQ at Science Park. Coming in soon, still under construction, delayed because of COVID, you have Razer and you have Grab. Delayed, they have not come in yet. Okay, so the buildings are probably going to TOP sometime in 2021. The understanding here I want to give you is that tech is rising. New companies, new businesses are definitely going to come into the Greater One North area. Then I want to talk about housing in the area. Can I have a show of hands? How many think that there is an oversupply around that region? Let me answer that question for you. Okay, whether there's oversupply or undersupply. Okay, actually I won't answer, but I'll give you the statistics, you think about it yourself. This is a map, I think I set the parameters about 1.5 pm around One North MRT station. One North, remember Greater One North. One North MRT station is at the center of the entire business district. Look at number of condos. Only 4. Only 4 condominiums for potentially up to 100,000 workers who's working there. Undersupply or oversupply, I think you can take a look okay? Only 4 condos near the Buona Vista region. These 4. The Rochester, One North Residences, Heritage View and Dover Park View. Okay, the newest is the Rochester 2011 and it was launched in 2007. So for 13 years, 1-3, this entire area has not had any new launch. Hence, maybe sometimes you don't hear so much about the hype, because usually when there's a new launch, there's marketing agents, then there will be hype. But there's been no property in this area in the last 13 years. Okay, that's why maybe you feel, oh, why people always talk about Greater Southern Waterfront, Jurong Lake District. Okay, so this is the reason. 13 years, no new launch. Then I want to tell you, it doesn't matter what we think, what you think, what I think, not so important. We are only one person, okay? What does the government think? Okay, what does the government think is the most important. Usually we invest with the government, cannot make mistake one. So this is a recent government land sales announced, not sure if you all caught it in the news, quite earlier this month. I was quite surprised also when I saw it. Honestly, I didn't expect, because these sites, if you look at the master plan, is white sites, meaning that the government, for those who are unaware, white sites, you can pretty much do anything you want. Whatever the government says, they can do. There are residential sites here and there, but the government chose to change these 2 white sites into residential plots. As I've shown you earlier, there's only 4 projects nearby. I think the government is also aware of the rise in tech firms, aware of the migration of companies towards this area of Greater One North, and is preparing the residential supply for the workers to live in future. Okay, that's my view. And what does this mean for Normanton Park? There's one more launch coming up around here, One North Eden. OrangeTee is not the marketing agency, so probably the news hasn't come in so strongly yet. In between is the NTU Alumni Club. Those who go there, sometimes there's Teo Heng there for singing karaoke or to makan. Probably after Normanton Park launch, because they don't want to clash with Normanton Park. So initially they wanted to launch maybe before the end of this year, and they heard Normanton Park was launching, so they shift back. Okay, so you can see that there will be a new wave of properties coming up into this area. Very clearly, One North Eden, these two land parcels, there are still a few more over here on the north side that are unreleased yet by government. So what does this mean? 13 years, no new projects. Normanton Park comes in, you got the first movers advantage into this area. And this is significant because tech is rising, companies are moving in, government is also encouraging more residential units in this area. Normanton Park, you come in first. Then I'll move on to the second reason. Second reason actually has a lot to do with Normanton Park itself, the project's unique qualities. So yeah, you have the 4.4 in front of you. I just want to share with you the landscaping. Okay, if you take a look at your 4.4, the site plan is a bit too small over here, you can't really see. Look at the amount of facilities, the large pools. You see towards the right, you even have dedicated areas for the landed houses, the terrace houses, 2 tennis courts and also a multi-purpose court. I think a lot of us do resale condos lah. How often you see a condo as spacious, as resort-like, like this one you see in Normanton Park. So D'Leedon, treasures. In fact, talking about D'Leedon, I want to bring a point that is quite similar. So D'Leedon has a lot of shops, right? So it becomes like a small community, you have restaurants, clinic, everything there also. So it will be the same here. Here they will have 8 shops. Okay, the 8 shops will all be over here, accessible to public. So for any of your daily needs, one of them is a restaurant, so I think 88 is a restaurant. So it's convenient to the residents staying here at Normanton Park. Okay, so this landscaping, I think we can all agree that it's something that is rare in Singapore, and it's something that people who really want this kind of lifestyle will have to pay, would be willing to pay for lah, put it that way. I don't want to say premium because later I'll share with you the price. So what are the comparisons? Lao Pan said it right. One is Treasure at Tampines. Okay, to give you the detail, the land area, the site area of Normanton Park is 684,000 square feet. Okay, about 63.5 thousand square meters. It's one of the biggest projects in Singapore. In terms of new launches, only Treasure, as Lao Pan rightly pointed out, is larger at 702,000. Okay, Treasure has 2,203 units. Okay, we only have 1,862. Florence Residences, 1,004, only 389,000 square feet. Okay, so Florence is another one that has quite nice facilities. You can see the pool, big pool in the center. Okay, but if you ask me, Florence Residences is in the northeast, Treasure at Tampines is in the east. Totally different zone. Where is the closest competitor to Normanton Park that is most similar? Park Clementi's. Okay? You all know where is Park Clementi's? Okay, Park Clementi's is about 500 meters walk from Clementi MRT station. So you can see, similar facilities. They also have a huge pool. They also have some terrace landed houses, some let pools over here. Okay, so in my view, so their land size 633,000. Park Clementi's is one that people would most likely associate with Normanton Park. If any of your buyers seen before Park Clementi's, it's a good opportunity. Hey, you like the landscape, but maybe you think Park Clementi's is a bit expensive, or you don't like the views or the location, not so good for you, want somewhere more central. But the design is great, the landscape is great. Later you'll take a look. How about come and take a look at Normanton Park? Because it has its similarities for people who like this kind of lush resort style landscaping. The second point where Normanton Park shines, and it's something that I think a lot of buyers, investors or own stay would like, the views. Why do I say that? Again, I use this distance charting tool. I put Normanton Park at the center. What can you tell from this? You can tell that surrounding Normanton Park, there is no other condominium project. Normanton Park. Okay, this entire stretch, AYE down, Normanton Park. Over here, the only other one that's near the AYE here is Interlace. Interlace, distance-wise, is about 1.2 kilometers away. The closest project is actually Kent Ridge Residences, which is on the other side of Kent Ridge Park, 700 meters away. So what this means for Normanton Park? It means that nearby, everything is low-rise, greenery. Okay, let me show you. This is the artist impression. If you all seen the group chat, maybe you saw us send it before. So this is a factor which I think will set Normanton Park apart from a lot of projects. Because not many projects can boast good views towards the north, the south, the east, and the west. In fact, the developer in its planning the site with the architect, they plan for a few things. Over here, let me just read it to you in case you can't see. So they want to elevate the development. Okay, how do they do it? They actually raise it up. They raise it up. Level 2 is about 20 meters above the facility deck. Imagine this is 3 meters or so. Yeah, imagine about 6 times of this. So when you are standing on the facility deck, it's total openness because everything is all raised up. All the blocks are all raised up. The land is also raised from AYE, and it's about not wrong 10 stories, equivalent of 10 stories high from the AYE level. Okay, so it's a elevated development. They maximize the distance from AYE. Later I'll show you the distance, and they also maximize the internal landscape. I think you have it on your site plan as well. Block to block, one side to the other side is up to 200 meters from the furthest blocks, which is a superb view if you ask me. They minimize site coverage also. 80% of the land is for facilities. So this gives you the distance. This 202 meters, the furthest blocks apart. And for buyers concerned about AYE noise, it's 105 meters away from AYE. It's quite a long distance. If you've seen any projects that's facing AYE, if you're around 100 meters away, the noise reduces quite considerably. So it's not like some that's 10, 20, 30 meters away from AYE type. Okay, so these are the pictures of the views. So pretty much no matter where you face inside, you have good block to block distance. You face outside, past a certain floor, doesn't need to be that high, you have good views already. North, south is the sea view, probably going to be the most premium units here. You face the park, Kent Park, and then the sea view. East side towards Alexandra, greenery, Vivo City, and west side is the rest of the greater One North region. This is definitely going to be a good selling point. Again, I think all of us do resale, a lot of us do resale outside. I think views are quite important to the buyers. If it's for own stay, they always hope to be able to get a good view for the property. Which means, from an own stay perspective, Normanton Park will also appeal to families because of the facilities. The landscaping, kids, pool, barbecue pits, everything is in abundance. Okay, and the good views as well, not to mention. So this is more for the family own stay perspective. Third point is the future growth potential of Normanton Park. I think just now I showed the master plan. There are a lot of green plots, there are a lot of blue plots that are still subject to further planning. Beyond that, I want to look at the Greater Southern Waterfront. This one I think everybody knows. This one confirm everybody know. If you don't know, later I send you a video. Our PM spoke about it last year. This one should be everybody know. Okay, so you may be thinking, Greater Southern Waterfront, how does it affect Normanton Park? Isn't it quite far away? Like one is totally by the sea, the other side. Normanton Park, I'm still there. There's still Kent Park in between. If I want to go to Greater Southern Waterfront, it's still one big round or something, right? So here's where I want to share with you the future potential. Yeah, so it's called future potential. Okay, so Greater Southern Waterfront. This is the current street directory map of Normanton Park. Can we play a bit of spot the difference? Normanton Park is over here. Okay, so this probably at the bottom here, bottom left. This is where the Greater Southern Waterfront, part of the transformation is going to be. I want to show you the master plan, the 2019 master plan. Okay, this is the 2019 master plan. Normanton Park is over here. Can someone tell me what do you see? There is this dotted lines over here. Okay. Which we think, I mean it's in the master plan, it looks a bit like a road to me. Okay, except it's dotted. Okay? Yes. So boss said it right. Underpass. So this underpass will directly access it straight to the southern region of Singapore, which can potentially open up more opportunities. Straight away you go down Maple Business Park. You go down Vivo City, even closer, and Greater Southern Waterfront over here. So opens up new tenant pools as well for Normanton Park to benefit from the Greater Southern Waterfront transformation. Additional road, this one is not here also. Not as significant as this, but still worth a mention. If they open this up, you can come by here, straight away go to Alexandra Road. So this is the future of Normanton Park, which I think greatly enhances its potential. Okay, in addition to everything that I mentioned earlier. Even the developer has taken note of this. Okay, so if you see carefully the site plan, they actually provision out a future secondary entrance. Okay, so that in future, when the government really announce when to do that road, they are ready. They are ready. Future secondary entrance for cars to come in and out from whatever additional road they are building from that side. So this is where I think the future potential of Normanton Park is. Finally, I covered the 3 points. I want to talk about price now on why I think Normanton Park is the project that you should bring your buyers to. Take the landscaping aside, that one is great. Remember I spoke about the views. So how much are buyers willing to pay for good views today? Unblocked views city, unblocked views C, unblocked premium views. Okay, how much are they willing to pay? Anyone has any idea or not? Let me show you from highest to reasonable. Okay, as comparison to the views that you get at Normanton Park. First, one per bank. Outram Park, unblocked city view. The other side, I think you can get unblocked sea view also. Okay, one per bank. Buyers are willing to pay up to 2,875 PSF. Okay, I didn't include Warlick, otherwise it will be 3,000. I'm only considering those still under construction, new launch properties. Okay, one per bank, 2,875. And it's not like there's no transactions, a lot of transactions. I thought about average also about here, you see 227 up to 28. So a lot of people are willing to pay like up to this kind of prices. Another one, Avenue South Residences. I think later you're going to see as well. Up to 2,603 PSF. Unblocked city, unblocked C. Okay, about 2-3. I mean, even if you go a bit lower. Okay, up to 2,603 PSF. You can say all these are a bit more closer to the central. Fair. Sterling Residences, our boss favorite. 2,266 PSF. Easily exceed 2,000 plus. And a lot of these projects, only the high floor then can see the sea views. Normanton Park, you don't even need to go to high floor, you can see good views really. That's one key difference. We look at one more comparison. Kent Ridgeview Residences. Anyone familiar or not? Kent Ridgeview. Okay, on the other side of Kent Ridge Park. Means you, from Normanton Park, you walk to Kent Ridge Park, you walk to the other side, you'll see Kent Ridgeview Residences. What is it selling up to? 1,940 PSF. I think average is about 1,750 or something. And up to 1,940, this is only for up to level 5. Kent Ridgeview Residences is only up to level 5. It's a low-rise development, so how much views can you get from there? I put in Kent Ridgeview because it's the closest comparison to Normanton Park. Up to 1,940 PSF for only level 5. These also, so comparable. So, I mean, by now, maybe you have a rough sensing of the value that Normanton Park can bring to your client. Today I tell you Normanton Park is only starting from 16XX PSF. Okay, for level 2 unit, that is 20 meters above ground level. I go up to higher units, I give you 1,800, 1,900. I'm still way cheaper than any other property in the area that gives you premium views. Here, you don't need to be such a great floor. You don't need to pay 2,000 PSF. Don't even need to pay 1,900 like Kent Ridge, and you probably, very likely, you'll be able to get good views at this project. So as agents, why sell Normanton Park? Okay, besides for all the reasons above, why will Normanton Park be an easy project to sell? Okay, everything that I shared with you above. And also, I want to add a bit more on the current supply in District 5. Okay, these are the other new projects in District 5. Kent Ridge Hill, I mentioned. Clairvon just launched 70% sold on the launch day, 70%. Park Clematis, I think more than 50%. More than 1,000 units already, out of 1,400. Twin View, I think 788 already, 80%. Whistler Grand also almost 90%. So what does this tell you? Supply is very low in the West. So every single project here is more than 50% sold. Supply is short and demand is still very high in this zone. Why is demand high? Because of all the transformations I mentioned to you, Greater One North, Jurong East, everything. People see the potential rental demand for this area. Here is a comparative market analysis, especially if you have buyers who are looking for the smaller units, who have appetite budget about 1 million, 1 million, 1.1 million, you better ask them to come in and buy the 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. Okay, it would be very hot, I'm sure. You can see the demand. All 1 bedroom here are sold out. 2 bedroom, the 3 here are sold out. Park Clementi still have, Kent Ridge still have, but Normanton Park is very attractively priced. So the price point for these two are very competitive lah. Okay, so if you have buyers looking for investment, I share with you the tenant pool, the demand. Make sure you don't let them miss out on Normanton Park lah. Okay, otherwise the next one, One North Eden, will probably be about 1,008 PSF or so, estimated. Okay, bigger units, of course, if you have clients looking for own stay, okay, still very attractively priced lah. 2 mil, 4 bedroom is quite cheap in the market lah. A lot of 3 bedroom, some places already hitting 2 mil. Okay, and 3 bedroom, less than 1.5 starting from. So this gives you a idea of the pricing at Normanton Park. To add on, I want to come back again to say that Q1 2023, this is a very attractive selling point. Okay, I want to re-emphasize because a lot of my own buyers also don't want to wait to 2024, 2025, key residences 2026. The one that just launched in the West. Give you an idea. Q1 2023 is a very reasonable timeline lah. If they complete earlier, maybe within 2 years you'll be done. Right? So that rounds up my sharing on Normanton Park to the division. There are certain parts that I had to cut away because it's not suitable for confidentiality and objectivity reasons to post online. A quick shout out that these videos, these articles take a lot of effort on my part. If you do appreciate and want to support me, do get in touch with me and I'll be more than happy to help you with your real estate purchase and also advise you on what could be the more suitable options for you, as well as plan your property plan for the next 10, 15 to 20 years. Once again, my name is Jim T. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like, a thumbs up, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about Normanton Park, whether you agree or disagree with me in this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and I'll see you next time.